and on ESPN. ESPN Radio Sports Center all night. More next. Having Kenzie and Michelle are unsportsmanlike.
If you're asking for chicken and broccoli and you ask the broccoli to be removed, you didn't really want the dish. I agree. And it's like if you change two things or more on it, you don't really want that dish. So why order it? And that's why mostly it's the wait staff. If they decide to spit in your food when you get them these different orders.
Unsportsmanlike. Weekday mornings starting at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN2.
You think you're ready for the NFL playoffs on ESPN? Ready for teams of destiny?
Jackson looking to throw. Touchdown, Ravens!
Teams of dynasty. Time will tell.
Mahomes, Kelsey's got another touchdown.
The NFL is ready. Are you? ESPN Wildcard Game. Monday, January 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern. And the first ESPN divisional game the weekend of January 20th and 21st. Also on ABC and ESPN Plus.
The Verbal Fiesta Bowl on ESPN Radio. The 23rd ranked Liberty Flames, undefeated at 13-0, head to Glendale, Arizona to face the Oregon Ducks, who are on the brink of a trip to the
The
playoffs.
only team Oregon lost to is the number 2 team in the nation. They look like the most complete team in college football.
Number 23 Liberty, 8th ranked Oregon. Coverage begins New Year's Day at 12:30 Eastern. With kickoff at 1 on ESPN Radio and on ESPN.
This last should be previously on a Paul Simon show. He said he should be put in jail, Paul. He should be put in jail for what he did to that damn dog. In the SEC championship, he needs to be put in jail for what he's been doing to that dog, Paul. What's criminal? I'll tell you what. We headed out to California with cut off overalls. And his Michigan, you better be ready.
Paul Feinbaum Show, weekdays at 3 Eastern on the ESPN app and on the SEC network.
The story of the college football playoff unfolds. The Jim Harbaugh's Wolverines finally break through in the title quest. But will Nick Saban's tide roll closer to reclaiming their bronze? Alabama, Michigan in the Rose Bowl game, presented by Prudential at 5 Eastern. Then can the Huskies run the table in pursuit of perfection, or will the Longhorns prove they're finally back? Texas, Washington in the All-State Sugar Bowl at 8:45. New Year's Day on ESPN.
Amerindian. Steve Landino joining us here. What is it about this particular year that it seems to be much more common that of these calls are being missed?
I do feel that we're relying so much on technology for some things that officials should be getting right on the field, that the quality is, at least in my opinion, is not where it needs to be.
Amerindian. Weeknights at 7 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on Sirius XM Channel 80. Sports Center All Night continues with Jay Reynolds.
Sports Center All Night is presented by Progressive Insurance. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs for protection on the road and on the water. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. A number of tributes around Brazil on Friday, 1 year after the death of soccer legend Pelé. The three-time World Cup winner died a year ago at the age of 82, and ceremonies were held around the nation, including having his number 10 jersey projected onto the Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro with a message from Pope Francis as well. Back stateside baseball news, Red Sox come to terms on a 2-year deal with right-hander Lucas Giolito. That's a deal worth more than $38 million. The deal includes an opt-out after the first season and includes innings-based performance bonuses that could bring the total value to more than $40 million for Giolito. A couple of big nights in the NBA. Thunder and Nuggets working the other way. Steps back and cranks an angle at three-pointer. It's online and in there. Just saying it's under Moneyball, and Gilbert Alexander has a tip. 40-point scoring game this season. 5 times at 40-plus. 112-89. Finishes with 40 points. Second player to have multiple 40-point games and 70% shooting in the history of the franchise, joining Kevin Durant. WWLS 98.1 The Sports Animal. Thunder beat the Nuggets 119-93. Thunder improving to 21-9, their best start through 30 games. since 2013. Nuggets lost by 26, the largest home loss since 2019. Sixers getting a big night in their matchup with Houston. The Sixers and Rockets are tied at 109 on a long shot by Maxey. He stands, he holds, he sticks the landing, holds the follow through, a 27-footer out top, and Maxey with 38, his second three. Beverly with the assist. Sixers by 3. 97-5 the Fanatic. Tyrese Maxey a 42-point night. Third career 40-point game, 2 of which have come this season. He had 50 against the Pacers on November 12th. Sixers beat the Rockets 131-127. 41 points for Philly in the fourth quarter. Their most in a fourth quarter this season. For the top sounds from Friday, Chris Smith.
Number 4.